We live. What up, KK?
Hey, what's going on, everybody listening to the Fairweather Podcast? It's your boy SWAT, 2K Suave, actually. I'm joined with Sammy, I'm joined with A-Rod, and I am joined with Vic. And today the word of the day is tantamount. Look it up in the dictionary. I need somebody to send us the best sentence possible, sports sentence possible using the word tantamount. All right. Sammy, what's up, man?
Chilling, man. I got the New York City Marathon this weekend, but other than that,
Hey.
just
Oh,
just chilling.
my girl's my girl's one of her best friends is also doing the marathon in New York. I'm gonna have y'all link up and y'all can post your medals together.
Crazy people. We're crazy people for doing it.
Tantamount. Yeah, y'all are tantamount in the running in the marathon world. Hey Rod,
What's up?
Mr. Tardy himself. What's up, bro?
Hey, Sammy made this monster. I can't get away from fucking FIFA, man, or FC, whatever you want to call it. I'm a pack pulling machine.
Was it FP24, right?
Yeah.
Was there like a commercial about that or some shit like that, or like a TikTok? I don't know, something about FIFA. And anyway, Vic, what's up, man?
Hey, hi guys. My fun on this podcast is tantamount to how many times KK says tantamount.
There we go. I like
Is it right?
I didn't come
right?
up with
tantamount.
it today. Thank God.
Intelligence and tantamount is Vic. They go together. All right, Vic, we'll start with you. What's the craziest, wackiest, wildest, whatever shit you've seen over the last week?
Oh man, there's so many things. Jeez Louise.
Literally.
I'm just gonna say I don't know if it's crazy or what it is, but I think that the Boston Celtics might be the best team in the NBA. I don't know if that's crazy, but that's I mean, they hung up. I think they hung. What was it, like 78 in the first half? Yeah, 2 days ago. That was pretty awesome.
That is crazy talk because I don't believe it. Hey, Rod. Crazy. Wow, wacky. What you got for me?
Crazy wild. Watching the Jets Giants games and seeing more punts than points. That was pretty fucking wild to me. Talk about the entire time. Show me a gun. That was me the entire game until the end.
The Jets and punts are tantamount.
There we go. Damn, I had my opportunity.
Hey, Big, you're on it today, man. You are definitely on it today.
All right, let's not overkill tantamount now.
I know. We only got 2 more times to use it, and then we're moving on. Sammy, talk to me.
So this is gonna be another repeat, but I mean, he's just so amazing. This is almost what we've seen last year with Erling Haaland. We're seeing it this year with the man, the myth, the legend, Jude Bellingham, the anteater, as people like to call him and compare him to. I mean, again, on his back in El Clasico. And he didn't just score. I mean, the second goal that he scored was like, in the box. But the first goal he scored outside the box. Please. All young people who are getting into soccer, all you people that want to get into soccer, please just watch some Jude Bellingham highlights. Dude's a monster. Dude's
but give credit to Kamavinga too, man. Kamavinga's the man.
Kamavinga, that's what I call him.
Kamavinga, yeah.
Kamavinga.
Hey guys, come on. It's a family show. It's a family show.
The thing, and just Sam, just to piggyback on that, the things that he does, he's a midfielder. That's insane.
Okay.
You don't see him walk around like Messi. That's all I gotta say.
Whoa. 8th time.
Yeah, how about you chill, Sammy, with that
8 times,
bro?
Come on, don't play with Messi like that.
There was a robbery in Paris. Hey,
shut up, please.
Anyway, for me, man, I had so many crazy things that I actually already forgot them all. It's been a very long week. Yesterday was Halloween. I had a lot of trick-or-treaters come through. That was actually pretty cool.
Nice.
I think so. You know what? I'll say something that's crazy. Because of Halloween, I noticed how many people have these luxurious ass golf carts all of a sudden. Like, when did that become the bougie thing to do? Is go get yourself a tricked out golf cart? Because I'm just seeing golf carts go through my street the whole night. I'm like, damn, people got money down here. I don't know. I don't know if people in y'all neighborhoods got golf carts like that, but that seems to be the flex now.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so I live in Clearwater. I live right off 19, so I live like kind of on the frontage road. So I take like when I leave my apartment complex, I run down and I run by like this old folks home and stuff like that. And yeah, bro, the same thing. All these people just hop out of the old folks home and are just like driving their golf cart on the sidewalk. And like obviously the golf cart's like the exact size of the sidewalk. So I'm just
Right.
like just jogging behind these behind these freaking golf carts, and I don't know, it's crazy. Everybody's got one.
Hey, man, I gotta step my game up. I'm trying to. Vic keeps inviting everybody to go golfing, and I'm not gonna go golfing until I get my swing down. And then I gotta take a couple more trips.
Oh, so
couple
you're
more
never
trips on
coming
the
then?
golf cart.
So you're
No,
never
no, no,
coming.
no. I gotta go to Top Golf. I gotta go to Tiger Woods bullshit, whatever. I gotta go. I just gotta get the swing right. Once I get that right, so we got green in my office now where we can like putt. I've been putting all like last couple weeks. I've been doing a lot of parlays and a lot of putting. So yeah, the putting is down, but I just got to get on the green, on the fairway. I mean, so anyway, Sammy, what we got going on today?
Yeah, man. So I was gonna skip college football, but you made a very good point. I think we're gonna touch on that really, really quickly. Pause. We'll do like a little bit on the top four and what's going on in the college football rankings. And obviously we got week 7, a lot to talk about there. We'll try to get through it quick because we got some trade deadline stuff as well in there. And I know KK's got some stuff he wants to get off his chest about Brock Purdy, so we're gonna let him sound off on that. And then of course we're gonna do our picks. And then last but not least, I've been waiting for this, man. I wanted to do it last week. You guys cut me off, and we're gonna do it this week. NBA preview. We're gonna do the title matchups, champions, MVP awards, all that stuff. And then obviously we're gonna talk about like the observations from that first week of the NBA, like what we've seen.
Overreaction week 1.
Exactly. So yeah, let's let KK kick it off with the college football playoff ranking for the NCAA right now. What's your gripe right now, and what kind of questions you got for it?
So, we gonna kick it off with the fact that, I tweeted it last night. Ohio State being number 1 in the rankings. That's cool. It's fine because when we beat their ass, I want to beat the number 1 team. But I was looking at the rest of the lay of the land with the top 10. So I think the teams that are in there, Ohio State, Georgia, Michigan, and Florida State, they deserve to be there. I think order, we can worry about order, all we want, but I think the 4 teams are right. I think Washington is definitely a contender for that, and they got some big games coming up. So they may be able to catapult. But what I'm looking at is something that Vic had alluded to earlier this year, and I agreed. The 7-1 Alabama Crimson Tide are sitting at 8, only 1 behind Texas, the team that beat them. So Alabama might find a way to creep up into this top 4. So my question, that's how I see it, but my question to y'all, outside of that top 4, who do you think has the best chance to kind of creep up into the playoffs? We got Washington, Oregon, Texas, Alabama, Oklahoma, Ole Miss, Penn State. I'll let you go, Sammy. Actually, no, Vic. I want you to go because I did talk about Alabama.
Well, I think you already know who my do I have to choose? I mean, do I have to choose somebody other than Alabama?
Yeah. Well, give me your case on Alabama, and then just one, and then another team you think that can do it.
So my case when I made it a few weeks ago after that loss was that I still think they're an elite defense and their offense wasn't as bad as everybody had been saying. It's not great. They're not a team that's going to come down from behind 20 and win a game. But I really like I still like Alabama. And you got to remember the conference that they play in, right? They play in the SEC. So let's just be honest, wins mean more in the SEC when you beat other SEC opponents. On top of that, they're probably going to have a matchup with Georgia in the SEC title game. And if they beat Georgia, there's their path. All they have to do is beat Georgia in the SEC championship game, and they're automatically in.
Because remember last year, Nick Saban was on TV crying that he wasn't getting into the playoffs. He was like pleading his case, like, "Yo, can we get in? We only lost." But yeah, you're right. If they just run the table for the rest of the season and they beat Georgia, it's going to be so hard.
They might be the number 2 or number 1 team if they beat Georgia and end up running the table. Yeah.
Yeah, and like the committee, they're definitely gonna weigh that one heavily. But is there another team that you think that can break in?
No, I honestly, what's the top top rankings right now? The
So
top four?
after Florida State is Washington, Oregon, and then Texas, Alabama.
Man, if you would ask me 2 weeks ago, SC would have been my team. Right.
Yeah. But what does that mean for Washington? I mean,
here's the thing about Washington's strength of schedule. Here, their power ranking. What's their power ranking at? Just according to Pro Football Focus, power rankings right now. Teams outside of the top top four are Alabama, Texas, Notre Dame, Oregon, and Washington are in the top 10. Oh, Penn State too.
okay, so it makes sense then.
Yeah.
The way they have the order, yeah.
Yeah. So that's probably the order I would rank them in order of like who I think can make the CFP outside of the top four.
Makes sense.
But yeah, I still think Alabama has the best shot.
All right, cool. A-Rod.
I don't care.
You got nobody?
I mean, looking at the rankings, I'm okay with them. Alabama is going to make its argument, like Vic said. They're going to have to see Georgia, and I think everybody's fixated on Georgia way too much, but they haven't really played anybody worth a shit all year. So it's just like, what are we praising them for? A lot of the other schools have had harder schedules, so but they are two-time champions, so you can't be mad at that.
Mm-hmm. Great point, right?
I like Bama sneaking in there. I'm really surprised with Washington, man. This kid Penix is really good. And the one thing I don't want to hear, and I'm looking down the rankings, is, and I've been seeing like people talking about it on college football, is James Madison is turning heads. Like, they're not going to be playing for shit. I know they're 8-0, but come on, man. Come on.
Ain't no fucking way, brother. Ain't no fucking way.
So I don't want to hear those UCF chants. No offense, Vic.
No,
we
but that's different.
Bama and all that
Madison
shit.
isn't even in Division One, or isn't even in a top four league.
I know. So I've been trying to watch more college football and trying to get into it. Yeah, a lot of these schools, there's just something that's missing with them. Like I was really high on Texas beginning of the year. I thought Texas was going to be that school. When they beat Bama, I was like, okay, I was right about something. But the quarterback is hurt, isn't he? Isn't yours?
Yeah. Yours out for the season, I believe, right?
Yeah. And Manning isn't playing at all yet, right? They're not going to put him out there. So
yeah, they probably want to preserve his redshirt year.
Yeah. So Texas to me, there's your problem right there. If their starting QB was good, Bama, they're just like playing possum right now, the way I keep seeing it. And then Oregon, they can explode or they can just implode at any point. And LSU, Notre Dame, we know the problems there. Head coach and quarterback suck. So I have no problems with the top five. I just want to see Bama get in there because I want to see what Georgia's really made of, if they're really, what we're being told, or it's something that it's not. So.
And just, sorry, I'm just piggybacking on what you just said, A-Rod, because you made a great point about Georgia's schedule so far. Pro Football Focus, just to back up what you said, Pro Football Focus had them at the 103rd ranked schedule so far.
God.
Yeah, but to finish off the season, I believe they're 14th or 16th, one of the two. So they got a big test with Mizzou coming up. I think they're at Mizzou this week.
That's
so,
Georgia. It's at Georgia.
Oh, it's at Georgia. Okay, so they got a matchup against Georgia.
They play Miz at Georgia. Mississippi comes to Georgia. Then they got to go to Tennessee.
And then the SEC championship game.
And then Georgia Tech, and then the SEC championship.
Yeah,
they're gonna run through Georgia Tech. Sammy. So I saw you made a little gesture when A-Rod said something about Oregon. What you think about Oregon? You think Oregon can get in there?
I mean, I don't know why he's talking about imploding or not. Like they score 30 points a game plus, like every single game. And I mean, I got to give a lot of kudos to Washington though. Like they won, right? The head-to-head matchup, They have that. So they have that in their back pocket right now. So I still think Oregon can run the table for the rest of their schedule and potentially hop into that top 5 or top 4. I think Florida State's a fluke. That's just me. If you want to talk about strength of schedule, look at that strength of schedule. That is a freaking joke. No offense. I think they have some really talented players, but I think that strength of schedule is a joke. And personally, in my opinion, I think this whole Georgia number 2 is like the people like the reporters being kind of like cheeky, like, oh, let's not put them number 1 yet. Let's not put Georgia number 1. Let's put them number 2, so that people don't think that we're like biased to the SEC. And so, but I personally think they should have put Georgia number 1 because I wanted all the pressure on them because I want them to also get exposed, like Vic said, with their strength of schedule coming up, and see if they're actually really about that life, as they say. But I think Michigan's coming, man. I think Michigan's coming.
They're just trying to punish Jim Harbaugh by putting him at 3, so he has to play Georgia round 1. Like, you wanted Georgia last year, there you go.
Yeah.
Here you go. But obviously, it's not going to finish how it finishes. You know, it's definitely going to be some shift.
But
yeah, I mean, I can admit, as a Michigan fan, our strength of schedule has been pretty freaking weak too. So, we got a couple big ones coming up finally. But yeah, I get it. But you got to beat the teams that are on your schedule.
Exactly, and that's what I think Oregon has on their schedule is they beat everybody that they had to, and they smoked bad teams. They didn't just beat bad teams; they destroyed them. And I think that's going to be really important. That's what's really important for Oregon if they want to get into that top 4 is that when they run the table, because obviously their schedule isn't going to be as difficult as, let's say, Alabama's or Georgia's, but they do have some top 25 guys on there, and it's going to be a big Oregon State-Oregon game. I think that's like they call it the Civil War. So that's going to be a huge game for them, but they have to really show everybody that they are the dominant Pac-12 team. But like A-Rod said, I got credit to Penix and Washington. That's also a very, very good team.
I think Florida State cruises into the CFP. They had the 10th hardest strength of schedule to date, and remaining they had the 115th. So I think they cruise. Oregon, I don't know, Cindy. I don't think winning it out is going to be enough for them. I think they're going to have people in front of them lose.
And even still, they might not even drop them unless it's Florida State.
Like, how did they?
They
see that strength of schedule is such bullshit just because they only played LSU and Duke. Like, that's it. Like look at the rest of that schedule. The rest of that schedule is a cupcake. Clemson's not that good this year. Syracuse sucks. Wake Forest sucks. Like, it's. I think that strength of schedule for FSU. Like, I mean, Vic, I agree with you. They're gonna definitely run the table. It's a joke the rest of the way, but I don't think it was that difficult.
Yeah. I mean,
our Oregon's filthy. That offense is amazing, but that defense is, it's a Pac-12 defense.
They have great DBs.
That one 6'4" receiver, who just goes up and just catches him. I forgot his last name, but he's a top 15 pick.
Absolutely, no, 100%.
Yeah. All right, that's enough, Colin. I got it out my system. Hey, but the smear campaign on Jim Harbaugh, y'all gotta just leave my dog alone. He's probably gonna go get the Raiders job. I'm just gonna say that. All right, cool. Move on.
All right, real quick. I'm doing an audible here, real quick, because I saw A-Rod's cap. I know we got the NFL Week 7. We're gonna sound off on that, but A-Rod, give us a little lowdown on the World Series. What's been going on? Who's up? Who's down? Whatever. All
Fuck
that
the
good
World
stuff,
Series,
man. Come on. I know. He's salty. He's salty over there, and I love baseball, even though the Red Sox have made me hate baseball. But.
I'm pissed. You understand? It is unwatchable for me. Unwatchable.
Salty.
Listen, I'll keep it brief. Kay, I was going for the Phillies, man. I really was.
Same.
But what I was saying at the one last of the one episodes that we had where we were talking about baseball, it's all about when you're hot. And this team, the Diamondbacks got hot at the right time. Even the Rangers losing DeGrom, and now they're down Scherzer and Garcia. But I got my money on the Rangers. They got one more game and they win it all. But what I'm telling you now, and pay attention to what the Diamondbacks are doing, that is going to be replicated. What everything that Corbin Carroll is doing as a hitter,
he's for real.
He's for real. But everything that he's been doing is what I've been saying Kevin Kiermaier should have been doing with the Rays. They're not afraid to bunt and get on base and rely on their speed. If Kevin Kiermaier would have bunted with the Rays, I guarantee you, he'd have been a 300 hitter instead of 210 or whatever bullshit he is, and he'd be a diamond card in the show. But yeah, man, I'm impressed for how far the Diamondbacks have gotten. I didn't put them on my radar as a playoff team, a contender, anything like that. And they're putting together the pieces. It sucks that they're going to go out in the World Series, in my opinion. You never know. You could get hot at the right time and go. But last night's show, freaking Texas up 11-0, and they're just chipping away. All I could think is, these guys have a fight in them, man. They have to close it to 11-8 when it was 11-0. Damn, man.
They came to Philly Game 6 and Game 7 after suffering game 1 and game 2, and they perfectly fine.
Vic's
like,
got his hand raised. Yes,
Yeah.
Vic.
Yes,
It's just a question for A-Rod. So this is a team, a Diamondbacks team that was built differently than this Texas team, right? They're like two fundamentally different styles of building a team, right?
Youth and speed.
So it really reminds me of the Yankees. Sorry to bring up bad memories, but the Yankees Marlins series, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where you had a young team versus a team that was, payroll driven.
Yeah, money. Yeah.
So I don't know.
We talked about this a
zero
couple weeks ago, right?
What's that?
We talked about this a couple weeks ago, right? Like what's the best approach? Like, is it spend the money? Is it develop your talent? Is it and we're seeing it right now.
It's how you put together a team, and I think Texas went and got the right pieces. I know they spent a lot. Their payroll is big, but they went and got. They got DeGrom, of course, and you know what happens. It's the DeGrom effect. Either two things happen. One, he pitches a gem all year and then goes out and tears his shit, or he gives you 1-run games and you lose 1-0 because your bats can't hit. It's one of the two. But I think Texas did it the right way, as opposed to just getting, we're gonna go get Juan Soto, or we're gonna go get Fernando Tatis, or we're gonna go get Bright. They're not gonna get those big name guys. I mean, Corey Seager's a World Series MVP, but he's like mid-tier shortstop. He's not bad. He's good. And then Marcus Semien, he's good. He was an MVP candidate one year, but he's been going down ever since. And I think they just got the right guys that are hungry, some guys that have been there, some that haven't, and they put it together. But what I like about Arizona is what they're doing and how they're playing baseball. And I'm telling you, a lot of teams are going to look at this. I think the only team that stole more bases than them was Cincinnati, and Cincinnati almost made the playoffs with the youth that they have. If they can get it right, like they did, anything can happen, man. So let's go on to football, though, because I could talk baseball all day, and you guys got to get me off my soapbox. So
yeah, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
I'm pissed off. I'm pissed off. So.
All right, so I guess we'll start with you, KK, since you are the class of the NFL right now, and give you your little chance to shine. Let's get a little sound off on the Eagles. What's going on in Eagles country right now, man?
My dog, Mr. Jalen Hurts himself.
Put that by his bed.
A bad man, Jalen Hurts himself. Listen, what I grew to love about this Eagles team, more than anything, over the last 2 years, is how much we've been able to kind of just turn shit around so quickly. We won the Super Bowl, and then obviously, the next couple of years was just rough. We don't draft Justin Jefferson. We do a lot of just crazy shit. And I'm just ready to kind of just throw my hat in the fire and just, go play in traffic or something. But for Howie Roseman to identify, people made fun of Nick Sirianni when he got that job because of how his press conference about the flowers and this and that. And same thing they did with Dan Campbell. And Sirianni's been to a Super Bowl already, and now he has the best record in the league. Jalen Hurts, somebody else who was written off, and he came into Carson Wentz's locker room and took that shit over as a rookie. So, and then AJ Brown, A-Rod, you were onto something during the summer. He's saying that he has a chance to get Offensive Player of the Year. I hear so much about Tyreek Hill, and he is on a historic pace. But this shit that AJ Brown's been doing over the last 6 games is phenomenal. I watch every snap, so I've seen it. Every big third down, he getting. It'll be a throw that only he can get the ball. And I don't his physicality, his speed, his touch, his route running. It's incredible. So it's Howie Roseman and Jeffrey Lurie have been fantastic. They just all these people that they brought in.
I'm surprised A-Rod didn't interject and go, just fuck already. Jeez.
But no, I just look at the team. I could be a Raiders fan, right? And their front office is horrible, right? They're on the 13th.
What I say?
They're on their. I think it's the 13th or 18th coach since they made it to the Super Bowl back in 2002. It's so bad. Meanwhile, I look at my front office. I'm like, damn, y'all. I can go to sleep at night and feel good. You know what I mean? I'm not concerned about. I hope we don't do nothing crazy. So it feels nice. It really does. All these other sports for the 76ers, bro. It's I can't even. I get so stressed out watching that team, and Michigan has been sucked for years until the last couple of years. The Phillies are always going to let me down, but this Eagles team, like they really just make me feel good, like for real. So I got to give a shout out to the Eagles.
Embiid, man, he's happy. I'm happy.
But our schedule's about to get real crazy, so yeah.
Stay tuned. We're gonna see how KK picks against his team this week. A-Rod, I was at your crib this past weekend, not watching the Patriots, but actually watching the Jets-Giants game. So talk me through what you saw. I mean, it was a pretty impressive game from the defense perspective, right? No, I meant from the Jets defense perspective, keeping them in a game. Granted, the Giants are god awful. But shout out Moorhead. Shout out Moorhead though. He kept y'all guys in that game, bro.
Yeah, Moorhead's the real deal, man. He won Special Teams Player of the Week. That game, it's what I expect. But here's one thing I will say. I will finally give Zach Wilson his flowers. I will give this man his flowers. Not saying that he's good, but he has progressively gotten better each game. I will say he's not my cup of tea. He's still not my cup of tea. But so I'm not giving any of you praises, okay? I'm just coming around and saying, okay, he's being more efficient, because there were points in that game where I saw
Zach Wilson or Mac Jones.
We're back to that.
I would rather walk into traffic right now than have one of those.
When Josh McDaniels gets back to the Patriots,
that's the Who Do You Love segment for today.
Show me a gun.
Mac Jones or a trash bag.
But there were plays where he rolled out to the right and Breece Hall ran like a 5-yard route, and all he had to do was throw the ball 5 yards, and he underthrew him, and that's where I was like, this guy fucking sucks, man. But then towards the last drive where he threw that 12, 13 yards to Lazard, perfect in the numbers, like he kicked his own ass to do that. So I'm happy to see him channel his inner Aaron Rodgers, or whatever you want to call it, that he has within him, and get that out. So that was a big play for him to do. But the defense does what I expect the defense to do day in and day out. They keep the game in play for this team to actually try and score points. But it was like two idiots with a fucking foam noodle hitting each other the entire time is what I felt like I was watching out there. So, but dub is a dub, and against the G-men, I'll take it. Bragging rights.
Can't get the city right now.
And like you said, I think during that game we see Zach Wilson make some of those like small mistakes, but then like on the next drive, like you see that same type of throw and he throws it better. You know what I mean? So you are seeing like this slight improvement, because the one you were talking about, the Breece Hall one, I think like wasn't it like 5 minutes later, like on the next drive, he had a same throw, but he threw it right into the numbers to Breece Hall and then actually I think Breece Hall dropped it. Like it was actually right to Breece Hall that time, but Breece Hall dropped it. So you are seeing it like the progression. I mean, not as quickly as you'd want, but
yeah, there were plays where I watched the receivers, drop the ball when he threw it perfect. So I was like, I got nothing on him. That's jitters. That's like shit. I know I needed to do that. The team is young. I get it. But Garrett Wilson is the truth. That's all I can say. Breece Hall is really good too, man. Don't let that man get open or find a hole to run through. Pause. Like that boy's gonna go. He's gonna go. And I didn't realize this, but our O-line, we were down to the third center and the third like left guard. So that's why that offensive line was looking like shit. We just brought in Roger Saffold, which I watched a clip of Quentin Williams pancaking his ass like 2 years ago. So we'll see what practice looks like with that. And I know he's 35, but he's a big body. So we'll see what happens there. But I'm starting to come around. I like this team. I don't like the quarterback, but I'll give him his flowers this week and what I've been seeing. But he's still not my choice. And I'm glad we didn't trade for Kirk Cousins, because obviously we know what's going on.
Yikes.
Yeah. Yo, did you see that report that y'all was trying to get Mike Evans?
Yeah, that was going on in the offseason. They were trying to get him. As soon as the Bucks didn't sign him, they were trying to pull him away. And I was like, do it. Pull the trigger until
they were still trying up until the 11th hour or whatever. So yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
The Bucks ain't gonna let him go. They're gonna sign him in the offseason.
No, they're not. They gotta rebuild, bro.
Vic,
They gotta rebuild.
anything you want to say about the New England Patriots?
No, I think
It sucked.
Wait,
Josh
who said that?
Allen.
Did A-Rod say that or did Vic say it? It sounded the same.
I did.
both said it at the same time.
They suck.
They do suck.
Yeah, I'm
You
gonna
like
move on.
watching that fucking team? This is the first year in a long time that I haven't watched my team on a Sunday because I don't want to fucking watch them. They're fucking shit. But what are we? I just don't. And then the one time I bet against them, they fucking win. Like they're fucking assholes.
That's what you get, bro. You know you never bet against your team.
to your-
bro. You
No,
never-
fuck that.
To your point, Vic, you did say that the win against the Bills was fraudulent, and indeed, they proved that it was a fraudulent win after this week.
The Dolphins are tough. Like, let's cut them some slack. The Dolphins are tough.
I think the Dolphins are fraudulent.
But you got to outscore a team that doesn't know how to score. Has to outscore.
Exactly. I don't think that they're fraudulent in the terms of like I think that I just don't think I don't believe the hype, right? I think they're a playoff team, but I think once they get to the playoffs, they're gonna get exposed.
Yeah, they have to go Super Bowls.
They're a wild card or a division round exit, in my opinion. The Dolphins.
Beautiful. That's a beautiful segue into our next segment, the Ready or Not segment. So shout out to the Fugees. This segment, we talk about which teams are ready for the playoffs or which teams we think are fraudulent. So Vic already got us a little bit kicked off with the Miami Dolphins, a little bit of a sneak peek there. But KK, I know you got a little bit of gripe with the San Francisco 49ers, Brock Purdy, even though they did just trade for Chase Yooung, but they're on their third loss in a row. How you feeling about those San Francisco 49ers? Are they ready to go to the NFC Championship game, as everybody is saying they are?
We got to talk about Brock Purdy, Vic. You've been one of his biggest supporters that I know of.
Have I?
And I understand he's down Debo Samuel, but I mean, you gotta bring one of these home. Tell me, is he still what you think he is?
Well, he ran into my second love, Joe Burrow, last weekend, so it makes sense.
He also ran into
Technically
Kirk
your
Cousins
first
and
love,
PJ
right?
and
Technically
PJ
your
Walker.
first
Yeah,
love.
but my first love. Yeah. No, I like Brock Purdy. I still like Brock Purdy. Every team's going to go through their struggle, right? During the season, unfortunately for San Francisco, it's been a 3-game struggle. It's tough in a locker room once you start getting these losses and they start compiling to get back into that winning mentality. And I think Brock Purdy has lost a lot of confidence. I don't think losing Debo Samuel should be as big of an issue as it has been. I'll be completely honest with you. I think they still got George Kittle on that team. They still got Brent Ayuk, who I think is still underutilized on that team, and has the ability to be a
They got
top.
that white boy. They got that white too.
But in terms of fraud, if I think the 49ers are fraudulent, no, I think they will right the ship. I think that they are going to be the only other team to possibly challenge Philadelphia this year. But right now, I mean, Philadelphia, you know what? I shouldn't say that because Dallas looks pretty damn good too. But for right now, I'm gonna say, is the segment ready or not, or is the segment like contender not pretender? What are we doing?
Ready or not?
All right, I think they're ready.
All right, and to get back to it, Brock Purdy is not who they say he is. However, Kyle Shanahan knows how to do a lot with whatever he has. So I think the 49ers are ready. I don't think Brock Purdy is ready because you're gonna have to once he gets back to the playoffs and he got to go see a real defense that might come after his elbow again. We're gonna see what happens. So I'm saying 49ers are ready. They better get Sam Darnold warmed up.
I don't know about that. I mean, he's 9th in passing yards, 9th in passing touchdowns. He's only thrown 5 interceptions all season. So I mean, give the guy a break. He's I don't think he's Tom Brady, but I don't think he's
the last 5
Zach
teams
Wilson.
to start 5-0 and then lose 3 straight have all gone 8-8. Just throwing that out there.
Oh shit!
Throwing that out there.
Oh, shit.
Just saying.
That's a stat right there.
That's a good stat.
So A-Rod, start me off with the Cincinnati Bengals, man. 3-game win streak now. They look super healthy. I know it's Vic's boy, Joe Burrow, Joe Shiesty. Is he back? Are they back? Are the Bengals capital B back?
It's the same thing as last year. They started off really slow and they picked it up right when they needed to. So I think the Bengals are good. I don't think they're going to win the division, though. I think Baltimore's got it on lock. I like what I'm seeing from Baltimore. All it took was one stupid freaking loss that they had. I forgot who it was against. Was it
the Steelers and the Colts?
I think it was the Colts. I don't know. It was one of the dumb ones, and it got people talking about it. But since then, they've been doing their thing. What's crazy is the receiving core is like being underutilized, in my opinion, and it's still getting done. And OBJ on the sidelines doing his thing. Whatever. I'm on the Ravens. I'm going to be talking about the Bengals. The Bengals, though, yeah, they're ready to go. I think all the parts are ready to go. Jamar Chase is happy now. You see him doing backflips and shit. Never knew that man could do that. So yeah, they're good to go.
Vic, how you feel about your Bengals?
I feel great. Let me ask you guys something. How do you guys feel about Sacramento +7 against Golden State? I like it. Right?
Where is the game at?
It's at OKC, but I mean not OKC. It's at Golden State. But who cares?
No De'Aaron Fox. No De'Aaron Fox.
Nah, bro. Steph Curry gonna drop 40 on him.
Yeah, no De'Aaron Fox.
Oh, he's out tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hell no.
Oh, fuck. I already locked it in. All right, whatever. Yeah, no. So the Bengals, Sammy, I still like the Bengals. I think A-Rod, I mean, there's nothing else I could say that A-Rod didn't already say. Nailed it, in my opinion. This is what they did last year. I think the only thing that can hurt the Bengals is the coach.
I agree, 100%. He looks like he eats paste.
KK, let me start with you with this one. So the Kansas City Chiefs, tough loss. First time ever losing to Denver in how long? I think they said some crazy 16 years, right?
Games.
16 games.
Yeah.
16 games.
And then it was like their first away loss or something like that in 17 games or 16 games as well. So one thing that I noticed, especially watching that game, because that game was one of the games that I had highlighted to kind of watch, especially when I saw witching hour occurring, was their lack of offensive
Jets
depth.
is a real rich hour.
Like the lack of offensive depth, they just look so stagnant, right? Like you have, Mr. Taylor Swift, and it just pretty much ends after that. So KK, like, are you worried about the Chiefs? Are they ready? Like, and I guess my point with them, ready or not, isn't necessarily are they ready for the playoffs? Of course they are, right? But are they ready to make a championship run?
One thing we got to do, with when we talk about Patrick Mahomes, we got to understand that this dude is like, when I watch this team, they save everything for that last 5-6 games. So, they're always, kind of like the Bengals. The Bengals always start off slow, then they go on like a 9-10 game win streak, and then they're in the playoffs, right? The Chiefs, they came out the gate and lost to the Lions, and now, they lost. Okay, cool. Like it's a division game, it's a division rivalry. No matter what, like every time we play Washington, I know for a fact we can never blow them out because we always have a tough game against Washington, except for that Monday Night Football game where Mike Vick went crazy. Outside of that, it's always been like combative. So I saw, at the end of the day, these are grown men, and the Broncos had a lot of pride. So it's hard to stop that. So I'm not concerned about the loss. I think when you got Andy Reid and you got and then you got Patrick Mahomes and then you got Chandler Jones, everything is in line. Everything is fine. So you're not going to win every game. They're fine. They're ready.
I see them.
There's no concern.
I see them in a sense of the Seahawks dynasty back in the day when they had to put all of their chips in the Russell Wilson bag. They're putting all their chips in the Mahomes bag, and you kind of have to, right? Because he's the best quarterback in the league right now. But it's just kind of, you can see some of the holes in the team now. Just because it's getting a little bit more exposed that, like, okay, they're very front-loaded with their salary, so they don't really have a lot of those skill positions. And the difference maybe between Andy Reid and what Pete Carroll has been able to do is Pete Carroll is a really good scouting of talent, so he was able to kind of rebuild some of those areas that he missed out on because of those contracts. So that's my only concern with Kansas City is their depth. But
they're fine. We got Mahomes. We have Tom Brady.
First round exit. I'm calling it. I don't care.
First round exit?
Yeah.
Bet it right now. Bet it right now.
Out of there.
$20.
$20. Gone. Done.
All right.
Done.
We shit on it. We got witnesses.
All right.
$20.
Did the Lakers play yesterday or no?
Who?
Touring Prince.
Oh my God.
A message.
All right.
Anyway,
Yeah.
Minnesota Vikings 3-game win streak. However, they did just lose Kirk Cousins, but they did trade for Joshua Dobbs.
Yeah.
So, A-Rod, how are you feeling about the Minnesota Vikings? Are they good? Are they okay? Are they ready?
Huge.
They're kind of iffy with me. I like the Josh Dobbs trade. I feel like Arizona, they're, I guess, prepping for the resurrection of Kyler Murray from his shoebox that he's coming out of.
Yeah, Dobbs was winning too many games. Dobbs was winning too many games.
He was,
They get his ass
he
out of there.
was.
But I like Josh Dobbs. I think he's serviceable. I think he's a decent quarterback. I know he has alopecia, and it kind of freaks me out. He has no eyebrows, but I mean, it is what it is. But not having Justin Jefferson, that kind of hurts.
Garnett see him.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be a little tough for them. I'm gonna put them at who else is in that division? It's them, the Vikings, the Green Bay
Bears, Lions.
Yeah, and what y'all were thinking about Green Bay, I'm sorry, like they ain't it.
Exactly.
They ain't it. I knew it wasn't gonna be it. It had to get 1 year for Jordan Love to get acclimated. This second coming of the Messiah wasn't gonna happen like that. I think for Minnesota, they're gonna need Justin Jefferson, and if I can see Justin Jefferson in there, then we'll see what happens. But Jordan Addison right now, like what I've been saying about him, he's the real deal Holyfield too for me. So,
and I was just saying, I mean, they have been winning these games without Justin Jefferson, so they've obviously proven, like, you know, I think they've been able to finally figure out. It's like sometimes injuries happen at the right time, and it's like, all right, now let me see what else I really got on this field. And then when Justin Jefferson comes back, now they can be more of like an assistance, because now you got to look at Jordan Addison, now you got to look at T.J. Hockenson, and whatever they do with the run game. So I think this injury came at the right time for him. Now, Kirk Cousins is somebody who I've really, grown in admiration for just over the years.
You have to.
He's such a good guy. So I'm like,
there's
nobody I wanted that to happen to ever, right? But not Kirk Cobain, not Kirk Cobain.
He's like Men's Warehouse like spokesperson for sure. Like, that's that guy.
He's more like Kmart. Kmart's spokesperson.
Gildan.
But man, Kirk, I feel bad for Kirk. But yeah, Joshua Dobbs, shout out to him. He Kirkland. No, Joshua Dobbs, he done made himself a little bit of change from his performance this year. So with only one win to show for it, right? But I think people can see, he's still got something. So he might have like a Geno Smith kind of like a rising, but we'll see.
Resurgence. I like that.
Yeah, better team around him too to throw to. So
yeah, for sure. Oh, he gonna have fun with Justin Jefferson get back. Ooh wee. He gonna have some fun.
All right. The next one I got is the Jacksonville Jaguars 5-game win streak, currently 6-2, and they are a pretty good away team. And haven't they had like 2 games in London or some shit like that? Like, or at least it feels like they played in London a bunch.
That's their home game.
That's the home game. But they do have the 19th ranked remaining strength of schedule. Sorry, I can't speak English. So Vic, let me start with you this time. Are the Jaguars ready? Or not? Are they frauds? Are they real?
I kind of want them to be, right? Like, don't you want them to be?
I think we all do. Yeah.
They're
like the Chargers of this year, right?
Yeah, they're the
fuck the Chargers. No. I always hated the Chargers. Sammy, you know what? I'm gonna go with that. Now, when I say ready, does that mean they're ready to make the playoffs, or does that mean they're ready to like?
You tell
do
me.
Something.
Yeah, what are they
They're ready
for?
to do
if
something.
They're ready, what are they
they're
ready
ready
for?
to do something before do something.
Honestly, I think we might find out in 2 weeks when they meet up with it might be a ready or not bowl in 2 weeks when they face off against the 49ers. But for me right now, I think they're ready. I love Trevor Lawrence like as a player. They have a great defense, right? And their offense is not rated well by Pro Football Focus. They got the 19th ranked offense. I think that's still a chance for them. I think there's a chance, like there's room for them to improve as an offense. I think they're a better offense than 19th, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
I think that they can get better at offense, which makes me feel like that they are ready. Because once they get that offense figured out, they're a top 10 team in the league.
And what's crazy is they're all young.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know why I think they're ready? Because Doug Peterson did the same shit with the Eagles. Like Carson Wentz, by year 3, started to figure shit out. Trevor Lawrence, he's figuring shit out. And everything else, they doing what they're doing, right? And when you get to the playoffs, it's 0-0 again. And, we just saw the Chiefs lose. Cincinnati, we'll see what Cincinnati we get. I mean, it's not like the Jags can honestly make a run. And I think having Doug Peterson, somebody who's already done it, I think they're ready. I think this is not a fluke anymore. This is, hear them roar.
What do you think, A-Rod?
I like what they're doing, man. It's good to see them pulling away in the division, getting talked about more. Them and the Lions, man, talking about the big cats this year. So I like it. I like what they're doing. I like what I'm seeing. But there's something in me that's saying that once they hit the playoffs, we might not get that Blake Bortles run that we saw when he played against the Patriots and then lost to the Steelers in the AFC Championship. I don't know. We'll see though.
Don't put Blake Bortles and Trevor Lawrence in the same paragraph
I'm
ever
not.
again, and the same piece of paper ever again.
I'm not. But I mean, they went on a crazy run at that point in time too, and they had a pretty stacked defense that year.
Yeah, they had Jalen Ramsey.
Yeah, he was licking his lips and everything.
He was. He was very. What's the word? He was very
buoyant.
So KK, last but not the last one, but the Baltimore Ravens 3-game win streak. Schedule does get a little bit harder in the second half. Pause. So what are your feelings on your boy Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens over there?
Just a quick question. I'm gonna ask you, Sammy. What do you think is more likely, the Ravens, an all bird Super Bowl or all cat Super Bowl?
Oh, birds.
I think it's an all birds is a better opportunity, a better
birds.
chance. That's a good question though.
See, come on, let me just go. You know what I'm saying? But I think the Ravens were my preseason pick to make it to the Super Bowl. And the AFC, there's no team in the AFC that you're like, oh my God, there's no way we can beat them. Like, you just gotta slow down Miami. You gotta take away Travis Kelce somehow, and then you got to have to sack Joe Burrow because clearly they don't understand how to protect this man. So I think it's nothing they're doing is a fluke. There's a reason why I picked Lamar Jackson to be my MVP in the preseason as well. I just felt that once they figure it out, it's a wrap. Like, because it's a brand new offense, and I feel like the talent that they put around him finally, is something that you go, all right. I feel good about this. Like there are people on their offense outside of Lamar Jackson that you can start in your fantasy team and feel pretty comfortable about it. You know what I mean? Like, so I like it. I like it. I'm a fan.
I've always been such a Ravens hater, and not because I hate Lamar Jackson. I actually love Lamar Jackson. I just hate what they surround him with. It feels so I feel so bad for him. I want him to have a DeAndre Hopkins or you know what I mean, like a possession type receiver like that, AJ Brown. And he's got all these scrubs all the time. But I think you just convinced me with you made a very good point where you said the AFC is so wide open because so many teams have so many holes. And I think if you're looking at the team that maybe doesn't have as much or can kind of get out of those, it's probably the Baltimore Ravens. So
yeah, for sure.
But all right, we'll do a little round robin for the last one. Oh, go ahead.
Just don't ask Lamar about the NFC. That's all I can say.
So the last one we go a little bit round robin, and obviously it's the one that I always think of because it's like, what the hell is going on? Is the NFC South. What is going
Show
on?
me a gun.
Who wants to start with the NFC South? Who they got? Are they ready? They're probably a first round exit though. So
give me Carolina. Give me the Panthers because they're not even getting a top pick because they gave their damn shit away. God, they can't get right.
You joke and you laugh, but this used to be the NFC East. So
hey, it was for a season and a half. Okay, guys, people are so quick to just forget. the only teams to beat Tom Brady in the Super Bowl. Hello, the NFC East. So don't play with my division like that. Come on now. But now there's nothing exciting about the NFC South. Like ever since I went to that game to go watch Bijan Robinson and he was just standing on the sideline, I'm so out on everything NFC South right now. I'm done. I'm done with all of it. So yeah, so I don't give a damn who wins that division.
Taylor Heineke's getting a start. Taylor Heineke's getting a start.
Taylor Heineke's getting a start. I like a little bit of Heineken. I do like a lot of Heineken. So
oh my God, Taylor Heineke can cook. It's probably like the worst thing I've ever heard on this podcast.
He can cook, man. Let him cook.
Hey,
Taylor Heineke or Mac Jones?
We're not doing that. But I'll take Mac Jones still. All right, my bad. Anyway, but yeah, I don't care. I don't know. I don't know.
Hey, Rod.
Shout out to Bryce Young though, beating CJ Stroud.
Yeah.
Good shit, my boy.
Yeah, but he's still dog shit.
Hey.
I really don't care either, man. If I had to give it to someone, give me the Saints, because I thought that Atlanta had all their shit together, but then they do this QB swap out of nowhere, so that just tells me right away you don't have your shit together. And Bijan Robinson has the sniffles, so he decides to sit out the entire game. Like, what are we doing here, man? These are grown men. Like, I got a tummy ache. Like, bro, you better go run for 80 yards right now.
He was sick.
The one thing I do want to say though is we were putting dog shit on Adam Thielen beginning of the year, and Adam Thielen is having a quiet, monstrous year.
He's a dog, bro. He's a dog.
Give that man his flowers. Give that man his flowers. That's all I can say.
He's a dog.
Shout out Adam Thielen, soon to be friend of the podcast. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, I'm about to
Vic, anything you want to say on the NFC South?
He's coming out.
Maybe Kirk Cousins. We inviting him on.
Vic, anything you want to say on the NFC South?
Good. Yeah, I will say this because somebody made my blood boil. I don't know who said it. I'm pretty sure it was A-Rod that said that Bryce Young had beat CJ Stroud. Don't get it twisted. CJ, yes, that's the fact. He did beat him. But let's be honest. Who's the better quarterback overall? Who would you rather have?
Hey, scoreboard. I don't give a damn. Scoreboard.
Nah.
Yes, I would rather have CJ Stroud, but scoreboard.
I love CJ Stroud. That's my dude.
Me too.
He's solid.
All right, let's go to our picks for the week. I picked some key 5 games. A-Rod, you want to give us the rundown of the score from last week? I know I got cooked again.
No, you, me, and KK actually tied. We all got a. Yeah. So Jacksonville versus Pitt. Me and Vic and K got Jacksonville right. Rams Dallas. Me and K got that right with Dallas. Minnesota Green Bay. You and I got that one right, Sammy. Cleveland Seattle. We all picked that, so we weren't getting fooled there with Cleveland. And then Cincinnati San Fran. It was you who were the dark horse there taking Cincinnati, so that gave you an extra 1. So we all got 1 in the win column there.
I didn't take Cincinnati.
You did not. You wanted to change it at the end, but it was locked in, and we couldn't let you do that.
Oh no! I knew I took Cincinnati.
No.
Hey, if you lock it in the app, you can't take it back. Remember,
you can't go back to Vegas and say, "Can I change my pick?" They're gonna say, "Nah."
It never locked. The pick never locked.
It was locked.
5-minute grace period.
Once you say it on the show, it's locked, brother. That's
you
it.
See what they're trying to do to me, y'all? They're trying to beat a man while he's down.
But as of now, KK's got 5 wins. I got 3. Vic's got 2. Sammy's got 1. So KK's got a good little lead going.
I'm gonna get my 1 win.
When are we gonna start doing spreads like men?
Agreed. All right. So picks for this week. Let's start with Thursday night. Sorry, I'm not going really in order because I realized that most of the other games are kind of trash. So I was like, all right, Thursday night's not that bad. We got the Tennessee Titans at the Pittsburgh Steelers. So the Steelers are favored by 2.5. The over-under is 36.5. Who wants to go first?
Steelers?
I'll just say real quick, Will Levis, he shut me up for 1 game, but he ain't doing that in Pittsburgh. So give me Pittsburgh.
Go ahead, Rod. I gotta get my shit up.
Yeah, I'm going Pitt too. I think there was no tape on Levis, and everyone just was like, oh shit, this man's the real deal, Holyfield. But then he's gonna go into Pittsburgh and it'll be a house of horrors for him. So
terrible towels.
And I've been picking against Mike Tomlin. Every time I do pick against him, he loses. So I'm hoping this is the week he wins when I pick.
I'll let Vic keep looking. I think it's going to be a running back game, and I think Derrick Henry's going to cook. So give me the Titans.
Okay.
Man, this game fucking
Nuclear holocaust. The Titans always survive somehow.
Yeah,
All right, so here we go. So the spread for this game, guys, is Steelers minus 2.5 at home, which means that Vegas likes Tennessee slightly better because they give the home team 3 points. So, I
heard that change, by the way. I heard that it's not quite 3 anymore because of like how I forgot where I heard it, but I heard it's like more like 2.
It's 2.5. I heard it on Bill Simmons.
This boy's
What's
itching
it now?
this
It's
weekend.
2.5 now. Yeah.
So it's an even game. Okay, so I see it's an even game. I'm going to be honest here. This was a total gut pick. Give me the Steelers at home.
KK's itching for some bets this weekend.
Everybody pick our
man.
next one.
Hey, what's the next play, bro? What's the next play?
Could be game of the week, could be game of the year. We got the Miami Dolphins at the Kansas City Chiefs. Kansas City is favored by 1.5. Over under is 50.5. Vic, you went last time. You get to go first this time.
Let me get to that tab, sir.
Jeez.
All right. So both teams. So Dolphins are 6-2 against the spread, which is kind of cool because that's their current record. Not a lot I'm seeing here. I've seen 96% of the cash and 75% of the tickets are on Kansas City with the minus 1.5. I'm gonna let the sharps. I'm gonna let the public sway me on this one. I was gonna go Dolphins. I am gonna go Kansas City Chiefs.
A-Rod.
I'm leaning more to Kansas City.
KK.
I honestly this close to picking the Dolphins, but I can't. 2 in a row. I can't see it. So
Give me the Miami Dolphins.
There he goes.
you're
I
probably
got the-
going to be right. Something scares me about the Chiefs right now.
They got their
Like,
DBs coming back. Their defense looks a little bit better, and I think their offense is way better than the Chiefs. All right, the Seattle Seahawks at the Baltimore Ravens. Ravens are favored by 5.5. Over under is 43. We got a battle of the birds here. KK, who you got?
Lamar Jackson.
A-Rod?
It's going to be a good game. I feel like this is the one we're not really talking about as much, but I like
blow him
Lamar.
out.
I like Lamar. Blow him out.
I'm dead serious. Gonna blow him out. Wow.
All right, so here's this is the first crazy one that we have here. Okay, so even though the Seahawks are +6, we're going money line here, aren't we? Yep. So so on the money line, 69% of the cash is on the Seattle Seahawks with 39% of the tickets. So that's a little bit of disparity there. Same thing when you look at the spread, 71% of the cash, 48% of the tickets. I'm not going to let this sway me this time, though. I'm going to take my dog, Lamar Jackson, at home against the Seahawks. You have a West Coast team going east with an early kickoff that is an advantage.
Yep.
Give me the Ravens.
Going to Maryland. Yeah, it's a wrap.
We know where you're going.
KK convinced me of Ravens, so I'm going with the Ravens. Give me Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, Action Jackson.
All right.
I convinced you to go the Ravens?
No, it was early. It was earlier when KK was talking about the Baltimore Ravens and Lamar Jackson. So here we go. This is the best one. So KK, you're going last on this one. We got the Dallas Cowboys. Another game of the week. Dallas Cowboys at Philadelphia Eagles. 4:25 start, I believe it is. Eagles are favored by 3. The over/under is 46. Vic, cook.
We're getting absolutely nothing here except for the fact that if you look at the spread, the Philadelphia Eagles are favored by 3. 75% of the cash, 73% of the tickets are on Philadelphia. So the public loves Philadelphia here. This is a tough one for me. And Sammy, I don't know why you said there's so many shitty games this week. There's some great games.
Yeah,
Even some good.
Sammy's always downplaying the games, and it end up being pretty
The
decent.
Patriots aren't in it.
Right?
No,
Exactly.
it's the thing. Even the toilet bowls are kind of good. I'm not gonna lie. I want to see how shitty Washington and New England can be. I want to see how many
Man
times
just
they
said
can
toilet bowls. I picked 5 of the games that are probably better than those games.
I know that's what, but you said that the games are shitty this week. These games are good. All right. Anyway, this is a tough one for me, Sammy. You have, according to Pro Football Focus, the 5th ranked offense versus the 3rd ranked defense here. Fly, Eagles, fly. I'm going to take the Eagles.
I'll let KK go last, so I'm gonna say fly Eagles fly as well. KK, go ahead.
Come on, man.
What's this magazine? Who's on this magazine?
Dude, you just have that by your computer?
He does.
Oh, I got Jalen.
Why is it so sticky, bro?
I knew somebody's gonna say
I can't
something.
open that fresh page,
As soon
bro.
as you said, "Do you have an extra computer?" I'm like, somebody gonna say something. I already know. But not.
Pause.
Come on, man. Come on now. Anyway, Eagles at home.
All right.
And Dak Prescott, two interceptions.
One in prime, one at the end of the game as well. So we got the Buffalo Bills at the Cincinnati Bengals. Bengals are favored by 2. Over under is 48.5. KK, who you got here?
Damn, why you gotta start with me? That was really tough. I think the Bills need to win this game more because I think the Bengals are already confident. I think the Bills need something for their confidence. So I'm gonna pick Josh Allen and the Bills today for that one.
A-Rod.
Man, me and Kay are like on the same boat on everything, man.
Lame.
I know. I just
You said the Bengals, Kay?
No, the Bills.
said Buffalo. I'm kind of leaning towards Buffalo too. Protecting Joe Burrow is like really, really bad for Cincinnati, and Buffalo's gonna get through that line, no problem. Give me Buffalo.
Vic.
Okay, guys. Another one where the public money is heavily favoring one team. So we have the Bengals -2 on the spread. Public loves the Bengals, 72% of the cash, 75% of the tickets their way. Bengals also favored on the money line, 74% of the cash, 82% of the tickets. You have the third-ranked offense versus the seventh-ranked defense and the second-ranked offense. The Bills obviously are the overall better team. Give me Joe Burrow at night, baby. Go Bengals!
Give me Joe Burrow, too. That man is on a mission.
You know I
especially
love
after
Joe
that slow
Burrow,
start.
but you know I love Joe. I know I love Joe. All right.
All right, they locked in because you can't come back now.
Locked in.
Sammy.
Yes, sir.
Sammy, it's basketball time, dog.
It's basketball time, man.
He's got basketball Jones, y'all.
I've been waiting for
Hell
this,
yeah.
man. I've been so excited. I did a bunch of homework. I did a bunch of research. I've been watching all week. All right, so
All right, take it away.
I hated this. It's making me choke. It's making me disgusted. But we have to talk about it because everybody's talking about it, right? It's all the craze. So today's Who Do You Love segment. We're gonna start off this NBA segment with Who Do You Love. We are going to touch on none other than Victor Wembenyama. So this is going to be a little bit tough, right? So just because he's so young, I want you guys to kind of consider it in two ways. Either, who do you like now versus who do you like in the future? You can say like for example, if you name a player, be like, oh, I like player A for now, but I like player B for the future, or I like player A for both now and the future. So you can kind of do it both ways just because, he's a young player and stuff like that. But I think you'll like some of the players that I chose to kind of compare him to. So we'll start off a little bit easy and then kind of work our way through. So the first name that I have comparing is Victor Wembanyama or Karl Anthony Towns.
Wemby.
In what world would anybody choose Karl Anthony Towns over what Victor Wembanyama is?
I just wanted an answer. I said I'm going to start it off easy. All right.
Say you're going to start off easy.
Next one. Victor Wembanyama or Evan Mobley?
Wemby.
I like Evan Mobley.
I'll take Wemby. That's a tough one, dude. I had to think about it. Sorry.
Okay. This one I think is going to be the toughest.
Wait, who you got?
I got Wemby.
Okay. All right, cool.
Victor Wembanyama or Chet Holmgren?
I knew you were going to do that.
I mean, you got to, right? You got to.
I'm not picking Chet Holmgren over Victor Wembanyama. They're the same player, and one's better than the other player. So yeah, give me Wemby again.
Wemby.
That defense is for real, dog. Shit.
That defense is legit.
It was Victor Wembanyama or who?
Chet Holmgren.
It sucks because, there's small sample size for both, right?
Right, yeah. But your heart got to swing one way.
Yeah. I guess I have to go Wemby here. Just because, I don't know. I like them both a lot.
Okay. Victor Wembanyama or Domantas Sabonis?
Oh, this is easy.
This is easy, man. Wemby.
Why y'all gotta
I've
hate
already
Domantas
seen
for
it.
his balling, man?
I've already seen the best of
It's not-
Sabonis.
I hate
already
DeMonte
seen-
because he got fucking T-Rex arms.
Listen. I already seen the best of Sabonis. Wembenyama is
Right.
only going to get better. So
Right.
I like the ceiling a little bit more than what I already have with Sabonis.
I'm gonna go Wemby. I'm gonna go Wemby.
All right.
Yeah.
KK said.
Victor
Yeah, start
Wembanyama.
going- yes. Yeah.
Victor Wembanyama. And Vic's gonna love this. Or Kristaps Porzingis.
Wemby, bro. Fuck out of here with that nonsense.
Give me
For this
give me-
season?
No, stop.
He wants to. You want to, KK.
Oh, stop.
I mean,
I really want to pick
I
Kristaps.
have never seen this Kristaps Porzingis before. Maybe like in his rookie year with the Knicks or like second year with the Knicks. This guy is fucking incredible. Okay, he's out here making Jokic passes sometimes, dude. He's fucking really good. Okay,
9 points tonight.
dude. But you're not watching the game, brother. Watch the game. He's affected the game in so many ways.
Yeah, what's his plus minus?
Yeah, you want to see it because they're up by 30 again in the third quarter again.
Against the Pacers.
Whack ass teams.
Show me a gun in Indianapolis.
You know what? Fuck you guys. Give me fucking Kristaps Porzingis, baby.
I can't do it. I'm sorry. I want to, but I can't.
And I love the guy. I love the guy. I just know what happens with him.
Obviously not.
I know what happens to him. I know what happens to him.
Yeah,
And you know what happens to you? I mean,
Has Wemby
Wemby-
played an 82 game season yet?
Exactly.
Has Wemby played an
Exactly.
82 game season yet?
Exactly.
Wembenyama is like a hybrid Kevin Durant and Ralph Sampson.
Greg Oden was great when he first started too. Look what happened.
No, he was not. Greg Oden came into the NBA.
Was a fantastic
Listen.
center until he got hurt.
Greg Oden came into the NBA when the NBA was shifting from a guy who could just be down there in the paint. Greg Oden was not going to work.
I just wanted to be
this
known.
kid-
I just wanted to be known that I was shit on for comparing Paolo Banchero to AD and KD, and this man is comparing Victor Wembanyama to Kevin Durant on his show. On this show,
Laugh at me.
get him! Somebody go get him!
Somebody come get me. I watched this dude get his shot. He don't even know what he's doing yet, and he gets his shot whatever he wants. He gets whatever he wants. He got a little bit of handle to him. He can, put the ball on the floor. He can give me. I didn't say he is as good as Kevin Durant. I say he's a hybrid of Kevin Durant and like Ralph Sampson and some shit. So,
Last one.
If you said KD versus Victor, I'm taking KD. Obviously, that's.
I wasn't gonna go there because I got shit on last week for it. So
But I would say
Paolo
shit on it. I thought it was a
He's
ridiculous
averaging 12
comparison.
points
I
a
was
game right now. He's
working,
making
but
me
I
look
worked
bad.
my way up to that point. But anyway, last
Yeah,
one.
you're right.
Victor
That's the
Wembanyama
game.
and Lauri Markkanen, or Lauri Markkanen.
Victor Wembanyama.
I would take Karl Anthony Towns over fucking Larry Markkinen.
You know what? I agree. I would probably
You're taking
take
Cat over Markkanen?
I'll probably take Cat over
Yeah,
Laurie.
like-
Laurie
Yeah,
had a great
so
year.
I saw this conspiracy theory that Finland's not actually a real country. That's
I'm
for
trying
real.
to go there.
Yeah,
No, I
does
saw
anybody
it
ever
on
go there?
Instagram.
Does anyone ever
I
go
saw,
there?
trying-
that's literally what they said on Instagram. They're like, "Who do you know? Who do you know from Finland?" I was like, "I know fucking Larry Markkanen's from Finland, and I think he served in the military too."
Listen, I saw a video on,
Who do you know
on
visits
Instagram today
Finland?
of a plane that was just stuck in the air, like similar.
Oh, I saw that too. But it was debunked. Okay, so it's all about like the angles and shit. I saw that too.
All right. But Finland's real. I'm trying to go. So yeah.
All right, so your biggest like we've got 1 week of the NBA season beneath our belt now. So what has been your biggest observation after the first week? Could be related to your team. Could just be kind of an overall observation. A-Rod, what about you? How you feeling about the Knicks? And then what have you seen in the first week of the NBA so far? I know you're probably still in the MLB playoffs, but
No. I don't. I'm casually watching that shit. With the NBA, I mean the Knicks look pretty solid. I know we lost to Boston. We lost to somebody else, but we gave the biz to the Cavaliers the other night, and we're giving it to them tonight. So I know we're up by 1 right now at halftime, but
Y'all are really offended about Donovan Mitchell thinking about the Knicks.
yeah, we take that personal, man. We take that personal. So I like what I'm seeing from them. They don't scare me yet. I'm curious to see if they're going to make any moves to get any players in the later in the season. And I always like to think ahead and see who would be a good fit for them to get if that's the case. I like that we're playing Evan Fournier more. He's looking a little bit less disgruntled now that he doesn't have other guys in front of him, so he's getting some playing time. But yeah, it's still too early for me. Check back in a month or two and see if I haven't hung myself yet with this team. So we'll see.
So KK, I know you got a little bit of gripes with the Sixers and what's been going on, and the James Harden traded to the Clippers, which turned out to be pretty good for you guys. So how you feeling on the Sixers, and what do you want to get off your chest about the James Harden and Daryl Morey situation?
Thank God he's gone. He's a locker room cancer, in my opinion. He is not a winner at all. He's he does this shit every year, and he somehow keeps getting his way. Cool, that's all fine and dandy. So the trade itself, we got back. I've never been a fan of Nicholas Batum, only because I don't even know why. I've never liked Nicholas Batum, but I do like getting KJ Martin because I like his talent. And I like getting Robert Covington back. I've been waiting for him to come back for years. However, what this trade made me so happy about, and we're seeing it live in action. That dog Tyrese Maxey is going to make an All NBA team soon. I don't know if it's going to be this year, but he's getting unlocked. His jump shot, his playmaking, his defense, everything is literally gradually better every year. And how we failed on the Markelle Fultz experiment, and I think we drafted Tyrese Maxey for that exact reason. Like, look, we got to get somebody, who we think can take on that role, because it was supposed to work. It was supposed to work with him and Ben and be like, that was supposed to be a thing. And I think looking back at it now, it should have worked. Like, honestly, the way it all ended, it was nice to have Harden for a little bit, but Ben Simmons, Tyrese Maxey, Joel Embiid, Tobias Harris. I mean, Jimmy Butler obviously would have been a better choice there. But I think I'm just happy to see what I'm seeing from Tyrese Maxey. I think he's ready to take on that next level. But yeah, my main gripe is with Daryl Morey. I've never liked Daryl Morey. I don't trust Daryl Morey. I can see why Harden was probably pissed off, and I don't think he's. I don't know. He's not going to do anything for me to make me ever feel like he's good or anything like that. So I'm until he's how you guys until James Dolan is gone, I'm not going to be a Knicks fan, all that kind of shit. That's how I feel about Daryl Morey. I'd much rather him just not be in my locker room. Period. So yeah, that's how I feel about the Sixers. But yeah, I'm happy to see Tyrese Maxey doing his thing, and hopefully Joel Embiid, we can keep him happy. But we'll see. We'll see.
Vic.
Oh my God! Just give him the championship already.
Come on, y'all are fucking crazy if you don't think that the Celtics are the best team in the NBA right now. You guys don't watch basketball. I'm sorry.
I agree.
They have 110 points. It's the fourth quarter. They're beating another team by fucking 40 points. I mean, what else I got to do? I mean, granted, okay, so this is overreaction theater, right? We're all overreacting. So I'm not going to harp on the Celtics too much because I know you guys hate it, but they are a fucking good team. They have the best starting five in the NBA, hands down, not even close. And if I see somebody post if I see another fucking post of the Clippers with all their fucking guys on there and said, "Oh, this team's gonna cook," what is it? Fucking 2017? No, this team's not gonna cook.
The athletic trainers in a house right now.
Yeah, I mean these teams fucking Bleacher Report, House of Highlights. If I see them post one more of those posts like, "Oh, this team's gonna cook," in the geriatric section of the fucking ER.
Tyronn Lue is gonna have another one of those sabbaticals he's gonna have to take.
I'm surprised Tyronn Lue isn't suiting up and ready to play for this fucking old ass team. It's just crazy. So I know you guys don't want to talk about Celtics, so I'm not going to talk about Celtics. I'm going to talk about another team here. Another person here. Actually, the third leading scorer in the NBA right now, Cam Thomas, who's averaging 33.
He's on my fantasy team.
Yeah. I want to ask you guys, do you think this is real from Cam Thomas? I don't think he's a leading scorer, but man, this is definitely a good what's the word? A bad team.
A good player on a bad team.
Not good player. Bad. What's what Bill Simmons uses? Sammy. He's like, bad team, good something.
Good juju, good vibes. Oh,
Yeah, no. Just like good stats, bad team guy. Good
Yes,
stats, bad team guy.
Yeah.
got it. Perfect.
Definitely got the good stats, bad team guy from him. But I mean, 33 points per game. 33 points per game right now. 3 games in, he's shooting 61% from the field, and still and only shooting 30% from 3, and still is averaging 33 points somehow. So this guy's getting his shots.
Vic,
It's 3 games.
I don't know if you remember.
It's overreaction theater. That's the whole fucking point of it, Rod.
Vic, do you remember Sammy laughing at me last week or 2 weeks ago when I said Luka Doncic is my MVP for pick for the year? Remember Sammy laughed? He said, I don't know basketball, some shit like that. What did I tell you he's gonna do? He's averaging 39, 12, and 10.
So here's the crazy thing about Luka right now, though, KK. So he's shooting 48% from 3. I mean, almost 50% from 3. Can you guess what he averaged last year? Just give me a roundabout number what he shot from 3 last year.
35.
You almost nailed it. It's 34. So he's gonna come back down to earth. He's not gonna be averaging. He's not. I know you don't think he's gonna be averaging 39 points per game the whole season, but you did say. I remember you saying he's gonna be a triple double machine, and you're absolutely right. And the last player that averaged a triple double did win MVP. So you're not completely off base here, but my MVP is still Jason Tatum, baby. Come on.
And they're also undefeated. In case we're
Can I defend myself? Can I defend myself?
They're also undefeated, but go ahead.
I'm a huge Doncic guy. You know this. You can even go back to our podcast. Huge Doncic guy. So my thing with why I said you were crazy was because if you think that Kyrie Irving is going to be a Dallas Maverick for the whole season, you're probably crazy. And if Kyrie leaves, unless they get some crazy return, I just don't see them being like a playoff team or just being a team that's going to make a lot of noise. I think Doncic is still going to do his thing, but unless he can do the things that Giannis, Tatum, or Joker can do, but also and Embiid, and lead their team to a top 4 seed, I just don't see it happening. That's why. And I want him to win one. I just don't see it happening.
I think he's capable. I think this. Listen, we gotta understand. Every superstar always has that year, and it's like, oh shit, they figured it out. I think we're around that part of his career. I think this is his 6th year already. That's when you get into your prime. Like he's in that prime time area, and he's not even 27 yet. What are we? 24. He's only 24. He's only 24. That's some crazy shit. Born in 1999. Jesus. Anyway, no. This dude. I'm telling you right now. He came into camp in shape for the first time. That's a big deal to me.
Okay,
you starting to care.
Let's segue into it then. So who is your MVP vote? Or who's your MVP this year?
Luka.
Vic.
I think it's Luka or Tatum. But if it's Luka this year, will it be the 4th year in a row that an international player has won it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to start getting used to it.
I'm gonna give me Tatum. I want the American. I want the American.
A-Rod. Who's your MVP?
Y'all be sleeping on the Joker, man. That man is nasty as shit. I'm getting the Joker gets last year.
You're absolutely right. But typically, A-Rod, what happens is when a guy wins 3 MVPs in a row, they usually they get voter fatigue.
Yeah. Listen, and my bad, just real off topic. Domantas Sabonis is averaging 15 rebounds a game. Holy shit.
His fucking T-Rex arms. It's amazing.
I think Steph Curry is also a dark horse, honestly. He looks young and spry right now. So if he can stay healthy for 65, 72 games.
Yo, why do you have to do Dylan Brooks like that, man?
All that bullshit? Come on now. This is what he
deserved it.
You got to understand. Remember LeVar Ball, what he did to Lonzo? He made him a target. Homeboy became a target. So he will have to deal with that all year. Yeah.
All right, my MVP is Jason Tatum. So, most improved player. We'll start with you, A-Rod. Who you got for most improved?
It's a toss-up for me for a couple, but I'm leaning towards Mikal Bridges. That's who I'm leaning towards.
That's a good pick.
Oh, nice little segue from last week. Hey.
Because we got to see what he did in like 20-something games with Brooklyn, and I think he averaged like 26 or something like that. So full season there, I like what he can do.
Great pick.
Yeah. Vic.
Well, I don't want to be a homer and say Kristaps Porzingis, so I
Oh my God, bro! Just give it to the entire Celtic
That's not a
organ.
bad pick, though. It's not a bad pick.
It's not a bad pick, not at all. I don't know what you guys are fucking talking
If
about.
he plays 70 games or 65 games, that's a good pick.
Yeah, I think he's gonna get it this year. But so with the set so I don't say that. Who had a big injury last year and was out the whole season?
Cade Cunningham.
And A-Rod. Yeah, Cade Cunningham could. I really like that Mikal Bridges pick too, A-Rod. Give me I was gonna say Kawhi Leonard. And I think
not giving no MIP to Kawhi Leonard. That's embarrassing. That dude's a two-time Finals MVP. A two-time Finals MVP. They ain't giving him no damn Most Improved. Listen, there's only one answer to this question, and we can talk about me being a homer, but this is his facts. Tyrese Maxey is about to average 29 points a game.
That was my second one.
He's about to average 29 points a game. Y'all think this is a game? Like he's our on the ball all the time player. His 3-point percent has gotten better. He's getting to the free throw line. He's getting to his bidding. This is an easy one. Tyrese Maxey.
I didn't think they could give it to Tyrese because I feel like Tyrese was that good last year, but
no.
He's getting more minutes now, man. It's gonna be scary.
Yeah. You don't got to worry about James Harden bum ass anymore. So,
I got Tyrese Maxey as well.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That was my second one.
All right, defensive player of the year. We'll start with you this time, KK.
Oh God, it's either going to be somebody who's getting steals or blocks, or is locking people up. And I don't really
give it a Derek White already.
It's so early on in the season. I haven't seen anybody like get me there. So I don't know. Maybe Anthony Davis.
I was just about to say, yeah.
Maybe Anthony Davis. I feel like he's still doing his thing on the defensive end. Like he's 3 blocks.
Now that they have some depth too.
Yeah. With Jackson Hayes and Jackson Hayes and what's the other dude's name? Whatever his name. He's able to kind of just relax a little bit. He don't got to take so much more punishment. I think Anthony Davis would be a good choice for that one.
Vic?
I like Joel Embiid this year. He's already, he's still young in the season, I know, but he's averaging 3 blocks per game. He's getting a steal per game. I like Joel. I always like a big man. I think it's a big man thing. Obviously, don't write off Giannis like always. Pause. Don't write off Giannis. But yeah, I'm gonna lock in Joel Embiid.
A-Rod.
I'm gonna go Evan Mobley.
Ooh.
Okay.
That's a good pick.
I like Evan.
He took Evan over Wembenyama too. So okay, all right.
Consistent.
I like
consistent.
I like Evan Mobley, and not because he went to USC. It ain't because of that. I watched that kid in college. And I was like, damn, this kid's gonna be good when he gets to NBA.
When he went to USC. Okay, cool.
No, I
don't.
I'm just saying, like, under the radar, we weren't paying attention to him, and even his rookie campaign, like, he had a pretty good rookie year, and
That's good.
He's been getting better each year, and he's got 2 blocks right now against the Knicks, so he's long, can do it all, man. Can shoot the 3. Pause.
I'm going the boring pick, but he's been 4th every single year, and I think this is his time. I'm going with the Nigerian brother, Bam Adebayo.
Okay, I like that. He ain't getting it though, but I like that.
Yeah. I'm hoping though. I mean, they got a great coach. They got, they're always scary. You can't count the Miami Heat. You got to put a Miami Heat in there somewhere. All right, 6th man of the year. Who you got, A-Rod?
I'm Homer in this one. Give me Quickly.
Nah, same here. I got Quickly too. Vic.
I haven't watched enough basketball this season yet so far to know who's the 6th man on the team, but I'll defer to you guys and I'll say Quickly.
Yeah, I looked at Vegas Insider because I'm a gambling man, and they got Quickly as the number 1 guy right now, and I believe or Cam Thomas. Cam Thomas, if he can keep up this Lou Williams offensive clip.
And Vic, the other person that was on the list is Derek White if he comes off the bench. Or they said whoever's going to be the sixth man off the bench when they finally have a set rotation.
It's Al Horford. It's Al Horford.
But okay, maybe this is a stupid question. Rookie of the year.
Wemby needs to lose.
I don't even know if Wemby will win it, honestly, man.
I think Wemby. I was trying to rally around Scoot, but he ain't been looking so hot in his start so far.
I mean, maybe I think Chet Holmgren might still be in a lot. And again, remember we talked about him or Chet, and I think I'm gonna take Wemby long term, but I feel like Chet's gonna be in a lot more important type of games this year. And and although I believe in the Spurs winning like 30 games or so, I think the Thunder are going to make the playoffs, and I don't know if they're going to weigh that a little bit heavier. I think it's too early to tell, obviously, and they're probably going to give it to Wemby because how the media is. But
yeah, and he'll have more nationally televised games.
Exactly. So he'll probably win the award, but I would still. I think Chet Holmgren will probably have a better rookie year because he's honest. I mean, he's technically in his second year, so he's already figured out the travel and a lot of the bullshit that comes as a rookie. He's already kind of figured that shit out. So I think Chet will have a little bit more of an impact just based on the fact that he's already kind of been through the system a little bit.
Yeah, I agree with you. I got Chet Holmgren. I agree for a different reason. I think like a lot of you guys have already mentioned, it's Wembenyama's to lose. And I think how he's going to lose it is going to be probably Popovich. But it's purpose, right? Yeah. Like they have nothing to play for. Why are you going to put him out? I mean, we're already seeing it, right? Like he comes out, he only plays like 25 minutes a game. Granted, it's fun and crazy 25 minutes, but I think he's going to be on the limit for most of the year. There's nothing to play for. I think he's going to be tremendous. I think out of the players that I listed earlier, obviously Wembenyama has the highest ceiling, not for the simple fact of just his size and his talent, but because he has one of the greatest coaches of all time in his back pocket. Like his development is just going to be absolutely insane, and I'm excited to see. But yeah, I got Chet Holmgren because I think, like you mentioned, KK, they're probably going to have to have a better playoff push because I think they're going to push for it this year because they do have the talent, they have the team. Now that he's healthy, he'll probably get a lot more minutes. I think he's already at 27, 28 minutes. So once they bump that into the 30s, oh yeah, he's going to cook. So, but yeah, it's probably Wembenyama's to lose though. All right, boys, you want to do a preview of the East and West Finals and then NBA Finals?
What about Coach of the Year?
Oh, yeah, we can do Coach of the Year. I was only doing players. I wasn't going to do coaches and executives because fuck them. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Quinn Snyder. That's mine, at least.
Cool. Where you at? Atlanta?
Yeah.
I mean, you know what?
Look at the Vegas side, sir.
Give me Jason Kidd. I'm all in on the Mavericks.
Give me Mark Daignault for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Who the fuck is that?
Exactly. I like him though.
That's a good one. Vic? I mean, Spo is always a good one too.
Yeah, because like
Joe Mazzulla.
Oh my God!
No.
Just say it.
You can't be the favorite. It doesn't work like that. Although Joe Mazzulla has plus 850 odds.
Brad Stevens has the best odds for executive of the year, by the way.
I mean, if they get there, I think he wins it.
Strong making over there.
Would it be crazy if Mike Brown got 2 years in a row? Give me Mike Malone.
I like Mike Malone too.
That was a thought of mine. So yeah, either one of those.
All right, do we want to start with the East or the West?
I'll give you my East.
All right.
So the two teams that are going to make the Eastern Conference Finals?
Yeah, first. We'll do that first.
Milwaukee and Boston. I mean, it's pretty straightforward in my opinion. Now, who's going to win that series? I don't know yet. So who got next?
Who wants to go?
I got the same. I'll bring the gun to the event, so.
Draw. I know, Vic. I know you got Boston in there. So.
Yeah, but give me Boston, Philly.
Yeah, I got Boston, Philly too.
Oh, Philly.
Especially after the trade you just made, you guys got way more depth than Milwaukee does now.
Just so you guys know, Vic and Sami are like number one of the fan club of haters for Damian Lillard. So
And
so y'all
Giannis, don't get it
are
twisted.
aware.
And Giannis, they both.
And Giannis, just so y'all are aware.
Yeah, put some fucking shoulder pads on Giannis, son.
Yeah, for real. Get him out there in the NFL, man. All right, so the West, who we got? I'll go. Okay, can I go mine? I'll go mine because I know Vic is gonna roast me, and that's why I was reacting when he started talking about the Clippers because I chose the Nuggets and the Clippers.
You did what?
He picked the Nuggets and the Los Angeles Clippers to make it to the Western Conference Finals. Clippers.
My brother in Christ. How the fuck can you think that the Los Angeles Clippers are going to make the Western Conference Finals? Are you high?
Yes, because of the same exact point that you just made. I looked at their team and I'm like, I mean, if this team is all healthy, they could fucking.
God.
So when you were going off on those people, I was like, oof, that's me.
Oh my god! I think it's
Plus. I love Russell Westbrook, man. I love this resurgence.
Me too.
I'm happy for him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, especially what he did last year in the playoffs, that was awesome.
I hate that fucking team.
All right, listen. I think the Lakers and Nuggets running back. I think the Lakers and Nuggets running back. Give me the Lakers and yeah, LeBron gonna make that run to the finals. I'm just saying. Yeah, give me the Lakers and Nuggets.
Shit, not with the way D'Angelo Russell's playing. Jeez.
You got
He looked good the last couple of games, man. Listen, I've been watching him. D'Lo's so hot and cold though. He's so he's frustrating to watch as a basketball player. He has so much talent, but I don't know, man. He's just frustrating.
Vic, who you got?
I'm gonna take the two undefeated teams in the West right now, right? I mean, that's the easy pick. Nuggets, Caps.
Yikes.
So you got that means you got Luka with the MVP. Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Who'd you
The way he's playing right now.
Definitely the Nuggets. I kind of like the Lakers, but I also like the Warriors too. I'm leaning more.
I like
to
the Warriors
stuff.
too. I like the
Yeah.
Warriors too. The West is a boring pick, right? Because like I want to shake it up and be like OKC, Denver, but I don't think OKC's there yet.
Question:
You know-
Why did nobody say Phoenix?
They're the Miami Dolphins, bro. Pretenders.
They have no money.
So like,
They-
no way in hell Kevin Durant, Bradley Beal, Devin Booker can't find a way to get there.
I think they can. I think they can, KK. I think that's a great point. You know, I just don't like that team. I just don't like the construction, the roster construction. I think it's like a Clippers light, except they got a little bit better people on it.
Brooklyn.
No,
I
you're
just don't-
absolutely right. Eric Gordon, Zubac.
Yeah,
Not Zubac.
Nurkic.
Nurkic. It's the same shit.
I don't like Devin Booker. I just don't.
Yeah,
like
me
him. I
neither.
think he's great.
I know why you don't.
I think he's
Player.
Because
good.
y'all some Jason Tatum fans. That's why.
No,
That's
I think
the
he's
comparison.
good. I think he's good. I just
That's the
don't like him. He
comparison.
doesn't seem like a winning player to me. Like, I don't know what it is. He just doesn't.
He's a light skin. He's a light.
He from Michigan. He from Michigan, man. I gotta give him some love, man. He from Michigan, so.
I do got to say that the Celtics. I just want to say this: have a second game in a row where their starters haven't played in the fourth quarter. They have 147 points.
Anyway,
And it's 3 minutes left in the fourth.
So, you guys picture East and West. Who you got in the finals, and who is your NBA champion? Who wants to go first?
Give me the Los Angeles Lakers. LeBron James getting ring number 5, baby. Let's go, LeBron. Give me the Lakers. Yeah. Lakers
who?
versus Boston.
Okay.
Versus
That'd be
Boston.
fun.
We gotta
That'd
have a
be fun.
classic. We're gonna have ourselves a little classic.
I would love that. I would love not for them to win, but I'd love that final.
Me too.
Yeah. So who you got, Vic?
We all know. Why do we even ask Vic? We know.
But who is Boston beating?
I think they got to go through the best. They got to go through Denver. I think it's gonna be Denver, Boston.
Same.
Okay.
Denver, Boston for me.
And who's winning?
Boston. No.
Boston. Come on.
Come on. man.
The Celtics, because they're in
Hey-Rod, who you got?
The
You understand?
Celtics. Oh.
See the Knicks and the Pistons.
Okay, we on the same page. Let's get LeBron that 5th ring.
Oh,
Ah,
my
hey,
God.
listen. This team is
Boston
going
pick
to
already.
gel together. It's going to gel together.
But A-Rod, I thought you picked the Warriors and the Nuggets.
No, I said I like the Warriors. I said Denver and LA.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah,
gotcha.
he did say that.
You're right.
And watch the Warriors just make it back to the finals, win another ring. Like
Yeah, the West
they're out of the blue
West
rings
is
that
tough.
they get.
The West is tough, man. There's like only 3 in the East, and then there's like a lot of guys that could do shit in the West. So
Do we have? Are they fine in the West? Are there any dark horses that we're not talking about? I can't think of one. To make a finals run, I can't really think of one.
Grizzlies are 0-4. They okay in the West?
Okay.
And they're out a month.
I don't think enough people are talking about Philly. I'll be honest.
Man, yeah, okay. We'll see. I'll let y'all know how I feel in a couple of weeks. I'll let y'all know. But
I think OKC can make a run. I think if they get hot at the right time, I think
They
OKC.
ain't making no damn finals. But they gonna be like that that young Thunder with KD, James Harden, and Russ. They're gonna be like that where they're gonna overachieve and then they'll make the finals maybe like in 2 years, and then we'll never see that team again. so yeah.
I mean, everybody said that about the Celtics with Isaiah Thomas, and look what ended up happening. You know what I mean? Just saying.
I don't know
And
what
Milwaukee
happened.
just lost by
Just saying.
19 to
I
Toronto.
don't know what happened. I ain't
Went
see
way
no
further
rings.
than anybody thought they would have.
I ain't see no rings.
That team wasn't getting a ring.
The Boston Celtics are not tantamount with the ring in the last 12 years. 15 years, my bad. They're not tantamount with the ring in the last 15 years.
I don't see the Sixers getting a ring anytime soon either. Just
Oh,
saying.
listen, I already accepted when I was born that the Sixers would never win one in my lifetime. So I'm allowed to make fun of other teams because I already know.
You gotta
come down to my hell. I just look out for LeBron. Whatever LeBron does makes me happy. So, that's where I'm at. I already know the Sixers ain't gonna do shit. So
Sounds like
but I'm okay with it. But I am okay with it.
That's all I got, boys. What do y'all guys got?
I ain't got nothing else. Hey, just
Zach Gallen's working on a no-hitter in the World Series.
Oh, he just said it. Now it's gone.
All right, guys. We just cursed him. So if you're a Diamondbacks fan,
All right. Rattle down time. So you can find us on X at @fair_weatherpod. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube at the Fairweather Podcast. And where you subscribe or listen to podcast audio, you can catch us there. Take it away, words of wisdom, Kay.
Dwight Howard, man, just keep your head up, bro.
I heard he's sponsored by Bengay.
My big game. Listen, man, he going all the way, bro. Listen,
He's like, yeah.
hey, Dwight, it's okay, brother. It's okay, brother.
You guys seen that meme that's like, I'm not gay no more. I like women.
I like women. I don't like mans no more. I like women. Yeah. Dwight, it's all right, bro. It's all right, bro. That's all I got. That's my words of wisdom, bro. It's all right. Feel free. Wave that flag, brother. Wave it.
With that being said, thanks for tuning into the Fairweather Podcast. We'll see y'all next week.
Wave that flag.